I have no idea what we're doing today.
Hi, I'm Vicki and I'm British.
And I'm Jay and I'm American.
And I'm going to test Jay today on his British slang.
Uh-oh. Can they play along?
Yes.
Okay.
So how good is your British slang, Jay?
Pretty good. I mean, we've been together for more than 20 years, so I think I know a lot.
I've got 10 different expressions here and we're going to see how many you know.
They're all British expressions?
Yes, and they're all slang, so they're informal, spoken English.
The kind of thing you'd say with your friends.
And if you get them all right, you get a prize.
What's this?
It's your prize. But you can't look at it yet.
Well, I have to get all of them right first?
Yes. And here's your first one.
Bloke. I know what a bloke is. That's a guy, a dude.
That's what you'd say in American.
Right.
Okay, use it in a sentence.
Bloke?
Yeah.
Let's see. I saw this bloke riding down the street on his bicycle.
Yes, that would work.
Okay.
That would work. I met a nice bloke last night. So bloke is just an informal way of saying man. We might also say chap and fella. Okay, and in American you'd say?
I saw this dude riding down the street on a bicycle.
Okay, next one.
Quid. Quid, I know this one too. Quid is slang for pound, currency of the UK.
That's right. What would be an American equivalent?
A buck.
Oh, a buck, of course. And what about if you have 5 of them? What's the note called?
A $5 bill? Oh, you mean in quids? A £5 note? A fiver.
Okay, you just said quids. You're lucky I don't take your point away because the plural of quid is quid. It's an irregular plural because there's no S. 1 quid, 2 quid, 5 quid. But American English is different.
Yes, we'd say $5, $10, $20. So we add an S to make it plural.
But you were right to say a fiver. A fiver is the name we give a £5 note, and a £10 note is?
A tenner.
That's right.
In American English, we'd say a $5 bill and a $10 bill. What's next?
This one.
Bog, B-O-G. In American English, a bog is a swamp.
Yes, a sort of muddy piece of land.
Right. And it's slang for something else?
Yes.
I have no clue.
I'll give you another clue. Bog roll.
Is that like what we would call toilet paper?
Yes.
And
So it's a toilet roll, and it's another word for the toilet. So
I-
instead of saying I'm going to the toilet, we'd say I'm going to the bog.
in America, we never say we're going to the toilet. We say we're going to the bathroom.
You're very posh. Bog is a slang way of saying toilet in British English. If you want to be more polite, you can say, I'm just going to the loo.
A tad. Now, a tad always reminds me of a tadpole.
It has nothing to do with a tadpole. A tadpole is a little baby frog.
Right, but it's little, and so that's how I remind myself that a tad means a little bit in British English, right?
You're quite right. It's a small amount.
So I could be a tad unhappy, a tad disappointed. Does tad always work with negative feelings?
No, not at all. You could be a tad pleased, but you could also have a tad more to eat.
Gotcha.
Or a tad more wine, please. A tad just means a little. For example, could I have a tad more time? It means, could I have a little more time? Okay, another one.
Knackered. Knackered. I know knackered. Knackered is when you're exhausted. You're so tired you can't do anything. You're knackered.
Exactly, you got that one right. So use it in a sentence.
Let's see. I worked for 12 hours today and I'm completely knackered.
Excellent, excellent. It can also mean clapped out.
What?
So
Clapped
old.
out?
Clapped out means
You've clapped too many times?
no, no. It means it's too old or broken down to use anymore. So your car could be clapped out, or your bike could be clapped out, and they can both be knackered as well.
Really?
Oh,
An inanimate object can be knackered?
yeah, my bike's knackered. I need a new one. So knackered has two meanings. One is very tired and exhausted. I've been working all day and I'm knackered. And the other is too old and not working well. For example, my bike is knackered.
Like me.
Okay, another one.
Skint. You know, I really don't know. I think it has something to do with being cheap, is that right?
It's to do with money, but it's when you have no money.
Oh, so if I say I'm skint, I'm out of cash.
Exactly,
Got it.
yes. Can you lend me some money?
I'm skint.
Yes. So we could say, I can't come out with you tonight because I'm skint. We could also say, I'm broke. It means the same thing. I'm skint, I'm broke. Okay, next one.
Hard cheese. Well, I think this means hard luck. Too bad.
Yes, that's right. It's used as a way to say we're sorry about something, but we don't usually mean we're sorry. So it's a bit ironic. For example, oh, you need some help? Well, hard cheese, I'm going for my break. Okay, you'll know this one.
Oh, peckish. Peckish means you're a little hungry, right?
Exactly.
Is it from the verb peck, to like a bird pecks at its food?
Oh, maybe. But if you're a little bit hungry, if you only want to eat a little bit of food, you might peck at your food. That's when you're not terribly hungry and you're eating it. But peckish, yes, a little bit hungry. So we might say, I'm feeling peckish. What's in the fridge? And if someone is only pecking at their food, it means they're only eating a little of it, perhaps because they're not hungry or not feeling well. Okay, here's your next one.
This one I know too. This is cheeky. Cheeky in American English would be wise ass.
Okay, except that's quite negative. We can use it in a sort of positive and negative way in British English. You could have a child who has a cheeky grin, and it's quite a cute grin. But it's slightly naughty, but naughty in a fun way. And yes, but people could also be being cheeky when they're answering back. If children are cheeky, they're being wise asses, as you'd say in American English, or wise ass. So cheeky can mean disrespectful in British English. So we might tell a child to stop being cheeky and do as you're told. And it can also be used in a more positive way too. So if they do something funny, we might say, you cheeky monkey.
I think we should teach the British word spiffing.
Where did you learn this word, spiffing?
One of our community members online mentioned that the wig I wore in our last video was spiffing, and I had to go look it up. What does it mean?
It means marvellous or wonderful, but it's a really old-fashioned word. It's from the last century. You can use spiffing for a joke. He was having a joke.
It's very British upper class, isn't it?
Yeah, okay. And I've got another one that's like that for you now. All right, here you go.
Tickety-boo. I can't even say it without saying it in a British accent. Tickety-boo. It means that's just perfect.
Yeah, okay. I think in American English you'd say, okay, dandy, or something like that.
100 years ago, we just said dandy, yes.
Fine and dandy. And it means everything's in working order. Everything's fine.
That's right.
How are things going? Oh, tickety-boo. Everything's going very well. And it's very old-fashioned. And today we'll only use it if we're joking. So these are two old-fashioned slang expressions that you can use for a joke. Spiffing means extremely good or pleasant, and tickety-boo means going well with no problems.
So how did I do? Have I won the prize?
No, I'm afraid you got skint wrong, and you didn't really know bog.
But I knew bog roll, and also I knew spiffing.
Okay, I could give you a bonus point for spiffing.
Great. So what's my prize? Dinner for two at the Indian restaurant. Oh, wow, that's a great prize. Thank you very much. Look at that.
Okay, everyone. In that case, we've got to go. If you've enjoyed this video, please share it with a friend.
And don't forget to subscribe to our channel. See you next week, everyone.
Bye-bye.